Hey everyone, this is Karan and you're watching Java by Karan. So yes, we are discussing a very important topic, that is the object oriented programming. That is OOPS concept, which is important not only in Java language but it is used in C++, C Sharp, Python and many more languages. But as of now we are studying Java, hence we will focus more on it. And let me open notes. So going through notes before going through notes, let me tell you few more points which is totally relevant to Java, which object oriented relevance to Java. So since Java supports all major and minor pillars of OOPS, it is considered as object oriented programming language. Now, Java programming language was influenced from its previous successors programming language like C++. Java developers did not just took everything and implemented in Java by C++, but they analyzed the current challenges in the existing language and then included whatever is necessary. Guys, let me tell you, I'm not comparing Java with C++ because every language has its own importance. No any other technology is lesser or greater than any other technology. So I won't say Java is good and C++ is that not that one. So it's not comparable. Hence, the object-oriented programming model in Java is simple and easy to extend. And also the primitive types such as integers, boolean, character. You remember guys, we have covered it in previous videos. Those primitive types, non-primitive types. So those primitive types are retained in this language Java for higher performance and quicker response. Hence, yes, now we will go through the points in the notes. So, what is object oriented programming? It is also in short said as OOPS concept. It is nothing but a method of programming in which real world problems are solved using classes and objects. So here I need to glorify classes and objects because without classes and objects you can't say that a language can be object oriented because you cannot create object without classes. Hence classes and objects are very takes a very important role in object oriented programming. So Java is a object oriented programming language obviously. And coming to next, a language which supports all major and minor pillars of OOPS is called pure object oriented programming languages. Now what are major and what are minor pillars? So there are four major and three minor pillars of OOPS. Now what are those five major? Now major are these four major pillars: abstraction, encapsulation, modularity, hierarchy. These are four major pillars, and following are the minor pillars of OOPS: typing, concurrency, persistence. So major means without this, without these pillars, without these four pillars, you cannot consider a language as object oriented. Even if you don't have any one of these elements, then it is not considered as object oriented programming language. But in minor pillars, vice versa, we can say a language is object oriented even if it is not considered in any language. That means, and it is minor pillars are useful. I won't say it's not useful. Those are useful but not essential to make a language as object oriented programming language. So yes, this is what was our agenda to cover OOPS concept. And in the further videos, in the upcoming videos, we will discuss the elements, the pillars or the parts of OOPS concept one by one. So we'll get a better understanding in detail in the upcoming videos. So do guys watch the further videos and you will have a better understanding of OOPS. Thank you very much. That's it. Signing off.